The good thing is that the companies that are in business in cannabis, most of them are succeeding unless they're doing something wrong, right? But how do they continuously provide for that growth? I mean, they can't get funding. They might have gotten funding in the beginning or an investor, but they can't keep going to that same source. As companies grow in this industry, they continuously need funding. Some of them, they've secured debt in the past or they've got an investor, but what helps them continue to grow? How do they show their strengths when it comes to their financial strengths and growth? And also, how do you control that amount of cash on hand when you're increasing your growth? I mean, some of these companies start off at 100,000. After 1 year, they're doing $1 million a month in revenues. Imagine $1 million of cash going through your dispensary. Imagine your medical, your bud tenders going to deliver to the medical patients and then having to leave with $2,000 in cash on them. It's not that secure. $1 million a month going through that. Imagine how much liability, and with everything that's going on in today's society, pandemic, the rioting, there needs to be more secure solutions, not just for the company, but the employees. With True Harbor Merchant Solutions, our TMS Green Pay option, it allows for dispensaries to take credit cards. It's the only proprietary solution. We're one of 8 ISOs nationwide that can offer this. And it's the only closed-loop, peer-to-peer solution that provides transparency from the consumer to the bank, but also the merchant not only gets the security, but benefits from, on average, 26% increase in sales just because of sending habits. Could you imagine that? You're doing $100,000 a month in sales, and just by switching the credit card processing, you're now doing $126,000. I mean, that's roughly $300,000 extra a year that you're generating just by that, making less cash on hand, but also showing your ability to leverage that as future credit, future financing. And with that comes another amount of financing options because now you're showing your revenues. Not only are they increasing, but you're making your dispensary more secure. You're providing yourself a track record of cash flows and sales records, and you're going to be able to leverage that for getting lines of credit and financing in the future. So we can get you financing now, set you up so that you can get your own financing in the future. You can access your own line of credit down the line. You can finance your own growth. And that's something that Allsome Capital is proud to walk people through that process, because it's not just about the funding you need today. You are going to grow. You're not going to just get a loan and then retire. This is just the beginning of the cannabis industry, right? And eventually everyone will have funding, but the market will be saturated by then. What if we can get you a cannabis-friendly bank that understands your business, set you up with TMS Green Pay so that you don't have any cash issues, and while doing that, we open up cash advances, equipment financing, real estate financing, and that's the goal, right? So imagine if you were doing $2 million a month at your dispensary. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to borrow $3 million on that as a line of credit to use for your growth, your inventory, your employees, new opportunities that come across? Well, that's possible.